Alltech solutions begin at the soil and the seed under the Alltech Crop Science division. Alltech's natural-based products and technical support help producers pursue improvements in field productivity, yield quality, plant health and nutrient value whilst decreasing chemical inputs. Andrew Linscott, Ruminant Technical Manager for the Midlands and East, explains how Alltech can help with forage management.
Farmers want to maximise the potential of their feed. It is the biggest variable cost on the dairy farm. We have very volatile conditions in the milk market at the moment, and that probably is going to be the case forever and a day. We need to try and alleviate that challenge in the market, so we want to help them to achieve that, and we can do that by looking at the quality of the silage, looking at the quality of the other ingredients as well, and how that impacts on animal health and nutrition. We need to make the maximum use of the silage we possibly can. This is our cheapest feed on the farm. It's also including fibre, energy, protein, and we want to convert that to milk on the dairy farm. We can analyse the silage and see what value we have in the silage, how much starch is in there, how much energy is in there, how much protein is in there, and then we can take it a step further and actually look at how efficiently that actually gets utilised in the rumen by the dairy cow. At Alltech we can offer the service of analysing your silage clamp, but also looking more closely at mycotoxins, and we can test different feeds including TMRs and also forages for the level of mycotoxins and the different mycotoxins that may or may not be in that feed. And we use things like a thermal imaging camera and actually see if there's any warm places in the clamp, any heating, any moulds that will deteriorate the value of that feed. If we see any hot spots in the silage clamp, they could be giving us problems in terms of mycotoxins. So mycotoxins, unfortunately, are actually quite common on farms. And what we really want to understand is whether those cows are actually suffering or could be suffering from a high risk level of mycotoxins where we do need to take some very quick action, or is it at actually low risk levels where the cows are going to be fine. Mycotoxins can cause problems in terms of dry matter intake. They eat less food, which is bad news. They can also create health issues to the dairy cow, and they can also reduce the efficiency on which our feed is utilised in the rumen. This is an example of some maize silage where you can see some high levels of almost blue-green moulds growing in there, and that would be typically penicillium mycotoxins. Penicillium moulds will actually kill off microbes in the rumen, and some of them, like mycophenolic acid for example, can actually create immune deficiency problems in the dairy cow. The quantities of mycotoxins that can cause problem are absolutely minuscule. We're talking parts per billion and parts per million. When we see this, we really need to prevent it. If we see it, we need to mitigate against that problem. What we can do is feed a broad spectrum mycotoxin binder like Mycosorb A+ to the cows, and that will help reduce the impact. If there's one group of cows that you must feed a mycotoxin binder all the time to, it's your transition cows, because they are the most susceptible to lower dry matter intakes and immune deficiency issues.